Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I didn't have no music this time. I says, oh my God, it's 10:31. I'm late. Was running behind time. So sorry about that. Let me see if I have some people in our chat going on here on Facebook and all that other stuff and everything. It's just good to see all of you. I'm so glad to see everybody coming in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hey, good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Yeah, I thought I was gonna miss it, right? Running my mouth, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, man. Good to see everybody. I'm glad to see you. Do me a favor if you can like and share your page. For some reason, me and Facebook, I don't know, we just have this little thing and they wait for me to go on live to be like, yeah. Now you need us. Now you need us. So I just wanted to make sure that we were on. I had to go off and then come back on, go off and then come right back on, and I don't see anything there yet, but yeah, we'll just go forth and do it anyway. Listen, y'all, let's get it going here. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. And our starting goals here to help 500 people, bring their imagination into reality by way of work. I'm going to coach you right on through that. You see what I'm saying? By the way, if we meet for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. It's so nice to meet you. So glad to meet you. So glad to see you with much love, peace, respect, and all of that good stuff. Listen, you only see us here, but you'll see us at It's Life Podcast right there on YouTube and on Facebook. We're helping people get along with other people and we're showing people how to deal with other people, all the reds, greens, yellows, blues, and all that other good stuff. You'll find that out, when you go and take a look at it. Listen, we have a good short film skit that's out. It's called Nothing More to Say, and it's found right here on It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. Listen, if you don't get a chance to see all of our content during the week, you can catch it right here at the end of the week, right here on Channel 49 TV on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, happy Wednesday. It's hump day, y'all. It is hump day. I have a very, very long day ahead of me today, but at the end of the day, I want you to know that I'm just glad to be here today with all of you. I see you, Anton. I see you, Steve. Good to see you. Oh, good to see you. And so listen, y'all, let's get right to it. If you can, like and share your page, let everybody know that we're in. We're talking about the power of planning. And see, the reason why I was inspired to do this is because, while people are trying to manifest themselves, and I told people, even like last night with Trade Trader, I was telling people, every time that I interview anybody, I tell people the kind of people that we're talking to, which I used to be that kind of person, which is I would say I want to do something and try to endeavor something special. But then what happens is I don't put no planning on it. I don't call nobody. I don't do no back calls. I don't do no follow up. And then I ask an individual and they'll say, okay, yes, but nobody refer to their calendar or anything like that. So today we want to talk about the power of planning, the power of planning and how good it is to make plans. If you are going to plan your day, listen, it's just great to be able to not only plan your day, but look, put everything in perspective, right? So that you can get things the way you need to get it and be effective within your day and know what you've accomplished. Come on, y'all. We have to accomplish things. So let's talk about it. The power of planning. The first thing we want to take a look at is, excuse me, defining objectives and scope. And scope. So listen, when you take a look at scope, you're understanding, like just the way I read it here, before any action, the organizer set clear goals for clarity, you know what I'm saying, such as raising a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, or increasing, community awareness about a specific cause. And of course, we're talking about, obviously, that's just like a general broad aspect of planning, which is everybody who plan, you have to have some type of organization skills, just like defining objective scope. For an example, anybody who's going to plan anything, let's say you want to have a nice event, but you want to have a big, big event. One of the things that you want to do is you want to have, first of all, set the date. After you set the date, it's always good. Then you go and you take care of all of the information about where you want to have the event, how you want to have the event before you call specific people. Then when you call specific people, you can give them information such as, I got the date. Here's the time. What do you think about it? It's only 5 minutes away, 5 months away. How do you feel about that situation? And why am I coughing all of a sudden? I wasn't doing this before this time. But while that particular time come, at least you have information to give to the individual. See, one of the things that I thought that, allow for us not to be effective in trying to introduce somebody to a plan that we're about to do. It's because we don't, study and find out what it is that we need to do, how we want to do it, when we want to do it, where we want to do it, so that when you talk to people and a particular date, so that when you talk to particular people, you can let them know, listen, you don't have to second guess. I don't have to get back to you, because one of the things that we do is, I'm planning to do this. I'm planning to do this album, or I'm planning to go to the studio. I'm planning to shoot this movie. I'm planning to do whatever, right? And they're like, okay, cool. And you know what the most the most popular saying that people give you? Just let me know. It's like, right. But if you don't have any information to give them, of course, you got to get back to them. But anytime that you plan something with people, I'm saying, make sure you have those objectives. Make sure you have all that information, so that nobody would hit you with the just let me know. You see, because when people say just let me know, you feel what I'm saying? They might not be interested because of what you didn't have. When you're on point, be on point and have the information that you need. Listen, it's going to be this day. It's going to be at this particular place. I'm looking forward to be at this particular time. I need you a part of it. What's up? Oh, all right, cool. And if they don't refer to their calendar, then, and you got to keep calling them, I don't know if that was the right person to talk to. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if the right person. Watch this. When you want to, you want to be resourceful, right? And you got the resource allocations with, through careful planning, the organizer determined the resources needed. See, this is what we're talking about: volunteers, venue, marketing, materials, etc. You feel what I'm saying? And they advocate, and they make sure that they delegate, through everything that it need to be done. You see what I'm saying? And so this is the reason why, when you are resourceful, you got to make sure that you have everything that you need, so that people can not question, because then they'll know that you are very much serious about what is it you want to do when you bring them the situation, But if you sit there and you're like, yeah, so look, I want to go and sell lemonade. Okay, cool. What day? I'm gonna get back to you. What kind of cups are you gonna do? I don't know. Who's making it? I don't know. What year? I don't know. What month? I don't know. Make sure you have all this information, so that people will take you seriously. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I like this, risk assessment and contingency plans. Everybody need a contingency plan, During the planning phase, potential risks like bad weather or low attendance, are identified. The team puts a contingency plan, which is a backup plan, in place, such as having an indoor backup venue and additional promotional strategies. No matter what it is, you need some strategy. By the way, what are you drinking today? I'm drinking coffee. You know what I'm saying? And you need a particular strategy plan. You need a contingency plan. You need a backup plan to everything, so that even if, I know certain weddings, I've done dozens of weddings. I mean, dozens and dozens of weddings. And, some weddings were outside and some weddings got rained out. Here's another thing. Some weddings were so late, and they wanted to have it like late in the afternoon, evening, to the point that the sun went down and they had no lights, but they had no contingency plan. So guess what? I had to perform the wedding in the dark, and nobody could take pictures of the bride. Nobody could take pictures of the groom because they were late. That's why it's important also to be on time, which is the reason why it's so great. And this is part of the power of planning, that when you plan, you always remember before time, on time, late. You don't want to walk in at the time that you're supposed to start. You want to walk in before you get there. You know what I'm saying? Walk in before the time starts so you can sit down and relax and be there. Nobody understands the power of planning. I want to show you something real quick, and I'm going to stop. Let me see. I have to reshare my screen to the other screen real quick so that I can show you this. Yeah, I know I always try to come up with some type of templates or something like that to show you, let's take a look at this real quick. And I want to share this with you all. I want to share this. We talk about planning, right? And I'm going to blow this thing up real quick. Bam. All right. We talk about planning, and you're going to see my mouse down here. Anytime that you have a particular plan, right? This is what happens. And I'm going to tell you, I'm talking to people from where I've come from. You feel what I'm saying? I think that some of y'all will be able to benefit from this. Let's just say, for example, you got a person who comes and they you got the two brothers here. One is asking the other person about a particular plan that he want to take care of and he want to do. And the other person that's listening is obviously the dude is like, okay, I'm listening. I'm hearing you out. Yeah, okay, I'm hearing you. He's telling them everything about everything that you want to do. I remember even my one of my little brothers from another mother, has said, yo, Donald, I need to talk to you for a second because yo, I got a big plan. Yo, it's big, it's huge, but I want you to keep it to yourself. I was like, I no doubt, I'll keep it to myself. And I heard active listening. I was listening to him, just listening to everything he said because he was very adamant about it, but he was also very excited about it. So the guy that's in the blue jeans is the one who got the plan, obviously. If we could just talk about this with our imagination. The other brother with the orange coat is just listening. He's like, oh, okay, cool, that's cool. He got a nice smile on his face, listening to what he's saying. But as you can see, the face of the person in the blue, he's very, very not only excited about it, but he's very serious. As you can see his demeanor, like, yo, bruh, this is real, real serious. And you have sometimes those particular individuals, they hear you and you are serious, but seeing this face right here is seeing is believing. That's what this face is. So obviously, this brother is giving him a date. Now, here's what the guy in the orange have to do. He have to refer to his calendar. Let's just say, for argument's sake, the date that the homeboy in the blue had given him, the 15th of whatever the month was. You feel what I'm saying? It's the 15th. He's like, all right, cool. It's only the first now, how about it's the first of the beginning of the month prior? But then what happens is every now and again, it's stuff like this. And I think that, and I'm not trying to insult nobody's intelligence, but this is what happens sometimes during the course of the days in between there and the time that's supposed to happen. Somebody else will ask you about or him about the same date. Now, if this brother in the orange did not refer to his calendar, more or less, if he didn't write the date down, that the other brother had asked him about, you see what I'm saying? What happens is this brother's good friends with him, just like this brother's good friends with the other brother. You know what happens? If he's not somebody who referred to his calendar, he's going to say yes. He's going to say yes. That's what's going to happen. He's going to say yes, not realizing that he is overloading his calendar because he didn't refer to it. Now, listen, here's what happens in many times in the projects. And I want to tell you something. Many times a mistake happens like this, and we don't really think about the individual that first spoke to you. And you don't think about the fact that, well, because you didn't write it down in your calendar, you don't remember that the other person didn't even ask you anything. You see what I'm saying? So you tell this brother yes. Meanwhile, you just kicked this brother out the way because you did not refer to your calendar. You understand what I'm saying? All I'm saying is there's power in planning, you see? But if he did refer to his calendar, watch this. This is his response. I can't on that day. Because he realized that the first brother who spoke to him had reserved him in that particular day. Now, can I tell you something? I want to sort of like help somebody out real quick. This is the reason why you'll know that even if it's not about you, even if it's not about your particular situation or your particular plan, listen, a person don't have to accept your plan, for you to get mad and say, yo, listen. This is the reason why you need to refer to your calendar because I asked you. It could have been anybody, not just you. It could have been anybody. You feel what I'm saying? It could be anybody that the person speak or ask of the particular favor, or of the service or of the, the request of their presence of that particular day. And see, sometimes you got people who will say yes to you, right? Just like homeboy the month before, right? But the month before, and what happens? What happens? Then when the day come and you refer to your calendar, homeboy who first spoke to you will now call you the day before to say, yo, you ready? You ready? And you be like, oh, yo, I forgot. I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z. And homeboy in the blue is like, how did you forget? Don't you refer to your calendar? This is how you know sometimes people be capping. I'm just talking to people that come on, y'all. This is how you know people they be fibbing like, yo, so you mean to tell me the whole time that I spoke to you, it's not like something have come up, but then you mean to tell me all the days, the month prior, you're like, yeah, I'm there. But then when the day comes and the person call you to confirm, who thinks that you already know and you're aware because you refer to your calendar, I know I'm going to lose a whole lot of people on that. Because here's the deal. We got to wise up. But because homeboy said, listen, I can't do it because he actually referred not only to the feelings, but he referred to being dedicated to the individual, right? This is what happens, and it's the general overall. And that is great planning, great communication. Without no plan or without any great plan, there is no great communication. Understand what I'm saying? We got to communicate. So when you want to manifest something and you want to make sure that you want to put your hand on something, you want to create something that's so great, here's what you want to do. When you plan your day, right? You make a to-do list, make a to-done list, and then make, not only to do and to done, but also at the end of that particular day, you want to celebrate, because you've achieved certain things. Power in planning, and your day, and how many times have I said this before? Your day don't start tomorrow. Your day, tomorrow starts today. Nobody planned to box in the same month, that he's supposed to box, to rehearse and plan and all that. You got to plan the day before. And although I know to some degree this might not make sense to anybody else, but all of you who understand what I'm talking about, and you know what I'm talking about, that this used to be you, somebody who's in this particular category, need to hear, because I'm specifically talking to people that this refers to, that we have to learn how to properly plan. If we don't properly plan, y'all, then there's no progress. How they say, proper planning prevent poor performance. You see what I'm saying? So let's take a look at this. And I wanted to take a look at all of the lists that I had here, but it's not even blown up good. All right, so all right, so but nonetheless, so again, watch this. Timeline and milestones. A detailed timeline with specific milestones ensure that preparation stay on track. Regular check-ins, right? See what I'm talking about? Are scheduled, right, to assess progress. In other words, watch this. It's always good for somebody to call and that they, has said, look, on this particular day on February the 20th, I want you to come to my birthday party. By the way, that's my birthday too. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to come and just dine with us and come chill out with us, And because I know that you refer to your calendar, guess what? I don't have to remind you, but you know what you will do? Because you refer to your calendar. Hey, what's up, D? I'm just checking in just to confirm, are you still, doing what you asked me to do for February 20th, or did things change? Because people are aware that things could change, and some people might not get right back to them depending upon why things have changed. So timelines is always something. Milestones is always something that you can refer to. Let me just check in. I need to check in real quick. Let me just check in, because great planning gives you great communication. That's exactly what that's about. Great planning, great communication. You feel me? I got like 4 more for y'all. Look, but before that, let me just go right to our commercial break.
Yeah, everybody hands up like this. Yeah.
Hey, yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Trey Chaney, BMF, The Wire, Saints and Sinners, Tales of a Grown Girl. We hosting it right now.
With tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do. Coming soon to a city near you. Grown Girls NYC, that's how she do. MC Heaven's in the house.
We live and direct. We about to set it off. Great play. I'm hoping everybody loves it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be in your
excellent. The play is excellent.
Deep message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Very deep.
Houses, the Long Island, God always had you. You share your life, bright lights and stages. May the Lord protect you from the haters in the
phenomenal cast. Gonna do their thing. I got a wonderful director. This is gonna be played. So I hope y'all like the music and everything. Stay tuned.
You thanking my friend
Serena for bringing me to DJ Zon.
It's rocking on the ones and twos.
Definitely come out and see it.
Thank you.
So I'm coming to a city near you.
Yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through it.
Tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, listen, y'all know Yolanda. Yolanda's our lady. We're so grateful to her. Don't forget, February is coming, y'all, and she's doing a manifestation and faith mocktail brunch with all these wonderful ladies in the back. And she's going to be also one of the speakers. And also, don't forget her audio book. That's right there on Amazon. Tales of a Grown Girl, $12.99. Very, very low cost, $12.99. Go and support her. She's an excellent lady. you know, and I was so glad to see that she was here on yesterday while we had the interview and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all, you know, don't forget, please go and celebrate. I like when we go and we support our own people. It's a beautiful thing when you can support. You feel what I'm saying? Do me a favor, give me some hearts and everything. If you know you're going to support her, you know, even if you couldn't make it, you're going to support her in spirit. You feel what I'm saying? It's always a good thing. Always have people in your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And if it's if any value to you, you use your calendar, you know what I'm saying? Just to find out, to make sure that you'll remember and stay on track if you want to make it, stuff like that. So yeah, y'all. So don't forget, you know, even though we have defining objects, we have the resources and stuff like that, risk assessment and contingency, which we need a B plan, you know what I'm saying, timeline and milestones. Listen, y'all, here's another thing. Role delegation. It's important. Each team member, you know, if you would decide to have role, delegation, you want to delegate different roles. If for some reason you have a big event and you have different, competent people that you can put in, into play, and you can delegate through those individuals, it's a beautiful thing, because each team member, is assigned specific roles and responsibilities based on their strengths and skill. Everybody, listen, I'm gonna tell you, when it's a good thing, that anytime you want to do something, especially while we have the power of planning, and I'm in this particular position right now, as you all know, I'm a pastor and stuff like that. We're in a process of reconstructing teams and stuff like that, but you want to make sure that you put somebody in that particular role, or in that particular, that role, according to their skill, according to what they can do, so they can be best effective in that particular skill and in that particular role. And that's what you call delegation. You get what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing, so that when you have great planning, you got great communication, there's a greater outcome. You get what I'm saying? So, when you have role delegation, note that anytime that you pick somebody, I remember the time that I was supposed to do something and I wanted, for somebody to be a part of it, a couple of people to be a part of it. But I was living in Red Hook Projects. I realized that the only people that I've picked were the people that I knew who were not qualified, but there were people that I knew. You see what I'm saying? The people that I knew were those of them who were not as qualified, but that's all I knew. And they didn't do a great job, because I didn't go out beyond the limits and beyond my, out of my comfort zone to go ask other people that might be able to do it, so that whatever it is that I was trying to endeavor would become successful, So again, you're not going to have somebody who's a chef, right, to work the IT in your department. You're not going to do that. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to have nobody who's a mechanic, on the cars, to work the electrical work, in the building, or whatever the case would be. Nah, you need people who are qualified according to their skill, so that they'll be able to be most effective in their lane, and they'll know how to make decisions. Watch this. And they'll know how to solve problems in that particular lane. This, we're talking about the power of planning. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the general aspect of planning, engaging stakeholders. Let me tell you something. It's so crazy, because by planning, right, in advance, there's a simple, time to engage with all key shareholders, sponsors, local authorities, community leaders. This ensure that you'll have a broader support and resource. Listen, it's always good that you go outside again, like I just talked about, going outside the guidelines. You get what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you have other people. It's not just sponsors, right? But it's people that can be put in a particular place. You see what I'm saying? So that they'll be able to be most effective, and you'll have backup. It's nothing like having backup. I'm so happy for the 62nd precinct. I'm so happy to know people who are lawyers, some people who are judges, some of my Jewish friends and stuff like that. I'm just so grateful, buildings, DOBs and stuff like. It's good to know these individuals personally, and I'd always say, people that you ought not to reveal all of who you know, because then people can judge you by who you know, and think that you're judging them because of who you know. If I'm friends, I have, people who are in law enforcement, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to sit there and say, yo, my friend and he does and she does. Nah, because then you're going to think that I'm trying to snitch because you're doing stuff wrong. Look, whatever you do is whatever you do. But it's just good to be able to have people that, could help support whatever endeavor you're doing, because it will show other people, listen, you're not just any person, and it's not for show off. It's just that, listen, people respect you in your perspective place. You get what I'm saying? I love it so much, outcome. of the event planning. Now, here's something I want you to know. When you are planning properly, right? When you're planning properly, you got to think about this. Think about the results of what it is when you plan properly, right? Here's the outcome of the event, which, with planning. A lot of times people say the event runs smoothly. It not only runs smoothly, but so much that it runs smoothly and it minimizes disruption. It helps with great fundraising goals that's achieved, or even, watch this, subsided the fundraising goal. Because why? Because we planned properly. We thought that this goal was going to be this, and it wound up being this because of proper planning. High community engagement is observed, and awareness about the cause of the significance that's of the increase. See, all of this stuff is the outcome of proper planning. Shareholders, community, community members are impressed, paving the way for the future collaborations. You always want, listen, it's a beautiful thing, y'all, when you properly plan, But here's the other thing too. You want to properly plan with people who are like-minded people. Mr. Beast on YouTube, he has a great staff. Mr. Sean Cannell, who's the YouTube guru. He have a wonderful, staff. And he says, listen, my staff are those of them who have to think alike like myself. Doesn't mean that you have to know everything in that particular field, but you want people to be like-minded, but the same spirit. You don't want people with ugly dispositions and they got attitudes and stuff like that. That's not good for the environment of your staff. That's not good for the environment of people, because, and again, I'm oftentimes very much concerned that when you are properly planning, that we properly plan how to pick people for positions. Now, if anybody could master this lane, I can today, because I took so many different times where I picked the wrong person for the wrong position, and the outcome was atrocity. It was crazy, to the point that, it takes a strike at your efficiency. It takes a strike at your confidence. It takes a strike. But I do know that many successes today are those of them who failed tremendously. And you don't fail, you learn. You learn. If you take heed, watch this. If you properly plan, Trey Trainee had said something yesterday. He says, I write down everything that I do. I can tell you, he says, what have taken place from January 1st up until this moment, this particular year. He says, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly how I want to do it. I know exactly how I want to call it out. You see what I'm saying? That's a man of confidence. That's a man who knows what he wants. That's a man who knows where he's going, and he's going to get there, and can't nobody else convince him other than that. You see what I'm saying? And so again, this is how you have to be. You have to be assured. You have to be confident. You have to stick to your guns. You have to stick to your plan, no matter what the adversity. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have some people, while you properly plan, who go against your plan, but the plan that you got, especially if God have given you a plan, can't nobody stop that plan. And they can't do it their way either. You feel what I'm saying? The only person who can do it is God. And the only thing that you do is follow your instructions. I think that the reason why a lot of us fail in life is because we don't stick to the plan that we make. Again, stick to the plan. When you stick to the plan, you'll find yourself walking into consistency. You'll find yourself walking into predictability. You'll find yourself walking into resilience. You know what I'm saying? Because watch this, you're going to get bruised on the way of being consistent, you know what I'm saying, and moving according to your plan. I have never seen people to get so upset with other people all because they stuck to their own plan. Well, I wouldn't do it that way. Ain't nobody asked you. You do it your way according to your life. Why are you mad with my life? You see what I'm saying? Well, I don't think that it's okay, cool. That's your opinion. That's good. Stick to your opinion and live your life. As for me, you'll know things that are right by its result, bars, by proper planning. I forgot his name. Oh man, Mr. Brad Justin. That's his name. Look him up. Mr. Brad Justin. Mr. Peter Voog says, look, reasons come without results, right? And if your reasons are not strong enough, your results won't be anything. There are reasons for us to plan. You see what I'm saying? And it's a reason for you to have to plan. It's a reason for you. Mr. Coach Red Pill, he says it like this. He says, listen, amateurs They do stuff according to their feelings, but pros do certain things but regardless of their feelings. In other words, they stick to their plan. Whatever your plan is, no matter how you feel, you stick out your plan, no matter who says what. Don't let nobody talk you out of the stuff that's going to cause you to be great. Can I tell you something? And it really, I'm gonna lean in. I want y'all to feel and know my heart when I say this, because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You have to sit in the seat of uncomfortability while other doors are opening for you while you're uncomfortable. So no matter how uncomfortable you are, stick to your plan and other doors will open at the same time. Well, I got this to worry about. I got that I'm worried about. These people are acting up. This person, my family members. I totally understand that. But if you can find any type of strength to say, I feel sick about it, but I'm still right. I feel sick about it, but I'm going to still go with the plan. I guarantee you will not see any difference within your plan from the time that you felt like doing it, from the time that you did not feel like doing it, because you properly plan. And you know what planning will do? Planning give you confidence that you have a reference during the course of the day to fall back on. You get what I'm saying? That's what proper planning would do. Will give you a reference to fall back on. Yo, what was I supposed to do? That's why I have an outline of what it is that I'm doing. Sometimes I don't follow the outline because it's getting good to me. But at the end of the day, we out at the same time, the time that we're supposed to be out, because of point of reference. And when you've mastered your outline, you could embellish. You see what I'm saying? And you could do it. That's why when somebody doing jump rope, I saw the girls, jump the jump rope. When they first started, they were just jumping timidly, Then now all of a sudden they get confident, they doing tricks and doing the kid and play and all this other stuff in the jump rope. And now it's becoming art. You got anything that you do, even when you cook, you're timid at first, But now you're like, I don't need no measuring cup. Put this in here, put that in there, put that in there, because you're confident. You knew what it was. You followed the plan until the plan became you. Can I say it like that, y'all? That's what we have to do. We have to follow the plan until you become the plan. You have to become one with what it is that you're doing, so that you can give people value, and you don't have to ask or refer to any book. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I want to say this real quick too. I've been reading a book about the 4 classes of people, and we're going to go to 2 commercial breaks after this, about the 4 classes of people. And I got one more template for you for after this, but I want you to really hone in on this. Follow me real quick. Just give me a chance. And we got 4 classes. We got yellows, blues, reds and yellows, right? And, honestly, we got reds. Reds are individual people. We got blues who are process people, in which we're going to talk about that in a few seconds. We got yellows who are people of harmony. You know what I'm saying? And we got greens. People are always fast paced, right? But let's take a look at the blue person for a second, right? The blue person is someone who have to know detail for detail. They are great planners. They plan very greatly. Not only are they great planners, but at the same time, they're those of them who they're very peculiar, because see, they get uncomfortable, right? Let's say, for example, you're talking to a person of process, a person who have to plan out not only their day, they need to know detail for detail, but they can't come back to you. They can't answer you. If you're a person of spontaneity, you are their enemy. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because see, if you go to them and you speak to them and you ask them about, a particular situation, or let's say, for example, you ask about a particular question and you want them to give you a quick answer, they become uncomfortable because they have to process their answer before they give it to you, So sometimes you might say something and they might pause and give you an awkward look. It's not because of what you said that will give you that cause them to give you an awkward look, but they have to process slowly what it is that you're saying. I'm not saying that they're slow, but they got to process and evaluate what is it that you said, so that they could now give you the correct answer and be within context. You see what I'm saying? So so those are the kind of individuals, you can't just do this, and just, follow these instructions and that's that. No, they have to properly understand you, so they're going to stop and they're going to take some time out to evaluate what you're saying, so that they can understand clearly why we're doing this, who we're doing this for, where are we going, Why I need this to make sense to me and not just hop on. One of the things that they also, blue people are also people like this. They're really not concerned if there's an issue that will arise. They're really not concerned about your feelings about the issues. They're more concerned about the facts. That's what they focus on. The fact of the matter, not but so much of how you feel. So if you're an emotional person and you come to a blue person of process, and you're like, listen, let me tell you how I feel about this. They're like, okay, cool. They're not going to go for how you feel. They're going to want to know, okay, but what's the facts about the situation first, and if you want to express your feelings, make sure you don't put your emotion in it, but just explain it in words, and I feel differently about, and you have to watch the way you word it with a blue. You just can't sit there and say, listen, and by the way, I'm not a blue because I'm sitting in a blue seat, but I'm just talking about this. They're the type of person to say, listen, I hear what you're saying about the matter. I know what took place. You told me what happened. It makes sense to me, but what are the facts? That's what they want to know. So when you talk to a blue person, you don't want to talk about feelings. You want to talk about facts. You might be emotional about the topic, but let's emotionalize yourself while you're talking to somebody that's blue, because they're not going to give you the emotion you're looking for. They're not going to give you the same energy that you're expecting back. They're not jumping on your side 1, 2, 3. They want to talk about the actual fact of the matter. I know you are, Dave. I promise you. That's what I'm talking about. So again, we were just talking, man, Dave was just talking about something, just before we got on the brook. I just told on you, Dave. Yeah, that's why he made me late. But that's not the point. The point is that at the end of the day, y'all, they want the facts over your emotion, and when you deal with a blue, you got to know how to deal with them and take your emotions, push that over there. And anything that you want to relate to them, just say, I think different, and that's how they take in what you feel. Like, I think differently, and without emotion. And and they're saying this, that, and the other, and you ain't got to be all loud about it. They're saying this. That's what I'm saying. They'll just nod their head, hear what you got to say, even if they feel or they sound like they're brushing you off. Trust me, they heard you. They heard you. You only got to say it one time. That's all it is. You got to prove your point no more. You got to make the point. You see what I'm saying? They may say, well, this is how I feel about the situation, or this is what I think about the situation. And you're like, okay, cool. And you can sort of push it back on them, but that's not the facts, Again, and this is what it's all about. So again, but what I love about a blue person, as to where we're talking about the power of planning, they're good to plan stuff, and they know you have to plan stuff ahead of time. If you're going to have something in August, guess what, champ? It's good that you start planning right now. You don't want to wait until May. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait till June. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You don't want to wait. You can't wait to April. You want to do stuff right now. So again, the power of planning will make everything that you want that much great. That's why we talked about, we talk about the shareholders and stuff like that. We talk about the community engagement and stuff like that. We talk about delegating and stuff like that. Timeline. I'm saying as to where, you're counteracting, you're preparing and stuff like that. We talk about, being, contingency, having a backup plan and stuff like that when things are supposed to happen, and if things don't go our way, at least we have a backup plan and we're all good. Just like finances. You feel the same thing. It's good to have some good money, but it's also good, God, am I talking to me, to have a B plan, a backup plan, you know what I'm saying, so that you don't have to go touch your zero, And so again, you might be good at having and holding your zero, but you might not be good at having a backup plan so that you won't go beneath that zero. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know exactly what the zero is and how you want to, talk about that, come and join my class and I got you. You know what I'm saying? Go to manifestos88@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, real quick, I wanted to say to you all, it's always good that we have that, that plan. Listen, I would love for you to advertise your business here. Listen, if you have a movie, if you have your business, if you have a book, an ebook, whatever the case may be, I would love for you to come and advertise it right here, be a part of it. We have a lot of people that are going to be a part of our program and a part of our platform, and you would want them to see your ad. I promise you, you would want it this year. On Manifestos Podcast, because of all that we're connected to. All you got to do is go right there to manifestos888@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to be giving you our business email really, really soon. But for now, manifestos888@gmail.com and say advertisement, and we want to make sure that we get right back to you, what I'm saying, so that you could be able to advertise, your stuff right here. Listen, y'all, I want you to understand something. It is always good that if you are about maybe 2 blocks on Hudson Yards, 30th Street, you know what I'm saying, 2 blocks away, from JF, you all you got to do is walk down, you know what I'm saying, 2 blocks, you know what I'm saying, to the airport of Blade. Blade is a beautiful, you know what I'm saying, a helicopter company that will get you to the airport in 5 minutes from Hudson Yards, West 30th Street and 11th Avenue to be precise, for just a low price of $195. Will get you there in 5 minutes. You late because that meeting went late, you know what I'm saying, your boss is talking to you, you got to go, you don't want to be rude, you know what I'm saying, but listen, all you got to do is plan you a flight. And if you think about your boy Donald Francis, you know what I'm saying, and you just give them the code Donald F, and F is still in effect, everybody. You know what I'm saying? They'll take $50 off of your first airport flight. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, don't forget our people, you know what I'm saying, Real Block Films, they are now part of American New Network, and they got that wonderful motion picture Love. You see what I'm saying? It's right there at American New Network. Just download the app, you know what I'm saying, and keep scrolling when you download it until you see this thing right here. Stop playing. I mean, keep scrolling, for real, and go and take a look at this beautiful picture we call Love. You know what I'm saying? Mr. John Arrington, Mr. Saracon, they came together, put a nice, script together, and they came up with this beautiful script that everybody is talking about. Listen, quick disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? When you do take a look at it on America's New Network, you might have commercials in between because it is like a TV network. But if you want to see it in its entirety without any interruptions, go to Real Block Pictures right there on YouTube. And I promise you will see this picture and you'll see it, you know what I'm saying, without interruption. You see what I'm saying? Listen, also, I want you to know that if you are very much interested, guess what? I'm finding out and I'm hearing behind the scenes that this movie Flashes that they're doing, it will be finished really, really soon and will be to the community soon. You know what I'm saying? I heard through the grapevine, I'm not too sure, but yeah, from a reliable source that it may be on its way, Check out Flash, everybody.
Did you notice the climate between cops and citizens? They think we're the problem.
I know, all right, I know.
We got Jay.
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend do it.
We just need to talk to him about a few things.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of your brothers.
Order in my courtroom now.
Yeah, that's that picture that's coming up. Flashes, y'all. Nice short film. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that they're going to have it on America's New Network and also on YouTube. Go check it out, please. You know what I'm saying? Go and support. We need your support. You know what I'm saying? Support a brother, y'all. Come on, man. It's only right. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, listen, also wanted to say that we came out with a little short film of our own right there on It's All You TV called Nothing More to Say. Please go check it out. I am so godly happy that the numbers are going up on this little short film skit. Miss Tiana Walsh, Mr. Andy David, you know what I'm saying? They bodied the place, did a wonderful, wonderful job. You know what I'm saying? I had a wonderful time working with them, and we can't wait for part 2 to come out. Looking forward to that and stuff like that. And so, again, I'm just so glad that we're all coming out with this great content. This is the year, you know what I'm saying, of transformation for all of you, all of us, you know what I'm saying? And the stuff that you're doing, listen, stuff that we're doing, it's an amazing, amazing thing. And I can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to see how the end result will be for this particular year and how many other movies that we'll make. You know, so, we don't know. We got a plan, but listen, you never know. The plan get interrupted and greater things start to happen. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, let's get back into this real quick. That's the outcome, right? That's the outcome. The outcome is when everything go well. What happens though, when we have contrast without planning, right? Potential disorganization, you see what I'm saying, during the event, high likelihood of not meeting, fundraising goals, inefficient use of resources, leading to overspending, and everything the opposite of what it would be if you were to plan properly. Poor engagement of the community, due to lack of awareness and interest, missed opportunities from stakeholders, involvement and support. So listen, y'all, it's always great that we really, really, really learn how to hone down and plan. Y'all remember, right? You see what I'm saying? It's always good. Like I said, please, y'all, if somebody is asking you to be a part of their event, refer to your calendar. Please refer to your calendar. Don't be like the brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, be like the brother because he did say no. You see what I'm saying, to the other person. If somebody else, and I know sometimes, listen, can we be honest? You got sometimes where people might ask you to be a part of an event with them, and you're cool with them, but then when a person in your circle is like, yo, listen, the same day without them knowing, oh, we're doing X, Y, and Z, yo, you got to be there, whatever the case may be. It's always good that as soon as you find out, go back and say, listen, I got to reschedule with you, something that came up, and I'm very much, you got to say I'm privy to them, but I know I got to make this. So before the days come, at least I'll give you enough, time to find somebody else to take my place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try to make it, the next time and be a part of your event or whatever the case may be. And then everybody live happily ever after. The sad part about it is that what we do sometimes is we don't get back to the individual. Some of us won't go back and say, this is what it is. And, or I forgot, or something that come up. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever have that stuff held over your head, because then you know what happens? You can't look people in the face. You ever seen somebody who got a problem with you, but they never told you or brought that to your awareness? They did not properly plan to communicate that to you. You see what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, when you see them, they can't look you in your face because their spirit is not clear. Their mindset, their consciousness is all, messed up. And you're wondering what's going on, what's up, and it's just so simple, and sometimes we can make big things, little things bigger than what they are, only because we fail to plan, to set the day aside to say, look, I got to make sure I make the phone call and see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, it's an amazing thing, y'all. We have to always learn how to plan. Make sure, that we're doing the right thing toward each other. Planning will allow for your event to be bigger than what it is. Some things, I'm gonna tell you something, because of proper planning. Can I tell you what happened on the spontaneity? And we're almost gonna land the plane, but can I tell you what happens on the spontaneity? Let me tell you something. Sometimes, because you properly plan, you might have a blessing in disguise on the spontaneity that might interrupt your plan and say, yo, look, this door is opening now. It's open other doors for other plans. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you by example, y'all. I'm telling you from experience, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So as we take a look back at all of what we're talking about when we talk about the power of planning, defining objects and scopes. And of course, we have to have great resource, right? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, the risk assessment, we need a contingency plan at the same time. Timeline and millstones is always good. Role delegation, we have to always have that, engaging shareholders so that we get the community involved. Outcome of events and, outcome of the event with planning, the outcome event without planning. All of this stuff, y'all, is the stuff that we have to really, really pay attention to. Let me ask you a question. Can I challenge you, to take the time out today to sit down and write out a plan, not for today, but for tomorrow, have a to-do list and have a to-done list and challenge yourself. Watch this, to stick to that. And do me a favor, leave in the comments or leave in an email and tell me how was your day planned? And see, again, if you want to know what to put on that plan, because a lot of times people don't know how to distinguish the difference between assignments and projects. You can't put a project on a daily plan unless you're going to work on a percentage of that project. You feel what I'm saying? So that you can be able to do what it is that you want to do. You see what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, real quick, Steven, says, good morning, Don. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Antone, good to see you. Antony, good morning, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. We got Sister Deb is on the line. What's up, sis? Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Bronzo, good to see you, sir. It's so good to see everybody. Dave Q's on the line. And oh, wow, Hameen's on the line. What's up, bro? Good to see you, my dude. I'm so happy to see you again, man. I thought you forgot about your brother. So yeah, y'all. And also people that are on, I see people that's on Facebook that are on YouTube at the same time too. What I love about, this particular stream here is that we get a chance to see now both, Facebook people and YouTube. And even if you're coming on an X, we'll understand we can see that too. So I don't have to always refer to, the monitor and stuff like that. So it's always a good thing. Listen, y'all, I want to just also give this proposal to you while I have the time, because we're about to land the plane very, very soon. I wanted to give this proposal to you, for those of you, who would like, because I'm getting a lot of questions about podcasting. I know this is off subject, but not really. You know, people are asking me about podcasting. People are asking me, what is it that they need? You know, the resources, the kind of equipment. Do I need a lot of equipment? You know what I'm saying? How do I find my ideal audience and stuff like that? We know that you've been doing this for a while. We don't care about the numbers too much. We know that you've been progressing. You know, you've been consistent, you know, and the years that you've put in this far, you know, have made you and deemed you worthy enough for us to call. And I don't mean close friends. I mean people, you know what I'm saying, that you don't know, people that I fairly know, but then I know also some close friends from other boroughs who are like, yo, Don, I would like for you to help my friend out, help me out, you know what I'm saying, help my mom out, help people out. And so I would like to do that for you. And if I were to put, you know what I'm saying, a particular video up on YouTube, you know, to be able to accommodate that for those of you who want to do it, to give you all the ins and outs. People may have the equipment, they may have their software, but don't know how to put things together. And I want to not only help you put that together, but I also want you to find your ideal audience and start off the right way. Start off even better the way I started, you know, so that you can start getting your views, you can start getting your niche, you can start, you know, planning for your content and stuff, and to know the people that you're talking to, you know. Good morning, good morning. So again, you know, I would love to do that for you if you are interested. Only if you're interested. I have 10 people right now who've asked me, no cap. And, and if you are interested, please put that in the caption, you know, say, yo, I'm interested in starting my podcast, you know what I'm saying, or my YouTube Talking Head video, you know what I'm saying, the proper way. If that's you, please put that in, and I would love to help you out, you know, to let you know you don't need LED lights in the back, or you need this nice little key light and maybe something that'll help dim, you know. Can I show you something in real time? I've never did this before, like leave my desk. Watch this. I want you to see something real quick. See this? I have a dimmer so that it won't overpower the background. You see what I'm saying? Again, and it's tungsten light. But again, I'm not techie. I'm not talking techie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not moving in, Steven, into my homeboys lane, which is Sean Cannell. But for any of you who really want to start, you know, seeing your podcast and start off the right way, you know, and be diligent in it, I promise you, consistency will allow for you, you know what I'm saying, to make and have other doors open. You might not be seeing the views. You might not be seeing audience retention and stuff like that. But I guarantee you, outside of it, the result of it is very much worth it. You know, listen, I'm not saying that you ain't gonna put in no work, but put in some work, you know. But here's the deal: proper planning will help that out every single day. And this is where I'm gonna end off a landing plane. You know what I'm saying? Every single day, every single night. You see what I'm saying? I always make sure that I plan. You know, Sophia is someone who helps us out. Oh my gosh, she is a great help with all of most of the thumbnails and stuff like that, the behind the scenes stuff. And we got more stuff. We got a meeting, as a matter of fact, this afternoon and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, as I'm building a particular team who understand where I am, you see what I'm saying? This is all we're talking about, proper planning. And you need the people behind you that could make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Dave Q is a part of a lot of stuff and will still find himself to help out his brother and talk to his brother, you know, and all of that other good stuff. And, you know, again, whatever percentage people can take in or give and bring to the table is something that we want to consider, you know. But again, I want to help you, you know what I'm saying, do your social media. I want to help you, you know what I'm saying, succeed in your social media, your podcast, your content, whatever it is. I would like to help you. And if you feel that that's something that you want to do and you're interested in, just type in, I'm interested. You feel what I'm saying? Leave in the inbox, I'm interested. You know, I want, if you look, listen, watch this. You have a cell phone, then you got a podcast. You know, you have a little lavalier mic or something like that, or you have a little LED light. Do you have a window? How about that? Do you have a window? Then you're ready for a podcast. You feel what I'm saying? You have a little, listen, you got a tripod to hold your phone, to put on your desk like this. Guess what, y'all? You got a podcast. You get what I'm saying? Your phone is something you don't have to go buy certain things. How about we just start with what we have? And you know what you have to do? Properly plan your outline, knowing exactly the kind of ideal audience you want, knowing the people you want to talk to, you know, and giving them the content, you know what I'm saying, and seeing who's going to pitch the content. And then you can start your niche and your niche right off of there. You got to start from somewhere, everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Proper planning. Every day, this is what I do to be able to bring you all of the stuff that I want to bring you. You feel what I'm saying? All the templates. It doesn't start today. All this stuff started yesterday. You get what I'm saying? It's not an easy situation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you got a family and all this other stuff, but you know that this is your place of business at the same time, and you want for people to see, listen, and so, okay, yeah, see, I see Deb said I'm definitely interested. Anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Let it make us relevant. So then that makes us 11 people, right? And so we got people who've been calling me and said, Donald, I would love to do it. I would love to start it. Let me ask you a question. Anybody here, are you afraid of being on camera? Because watch this, I can show you. Podcasts first started out, and I'm telling you, with proper planning, podcasts first started out with just audio. The new thing is video podcasting because they felt that people would get more out of being interpersonal with other people. You get what I'm saying? But you have to plan. Don't, unless you're being, you're doing it as a hobby, don't get up here being like, hey, what's up, y'all? What y'all want me to talk about? What's up? What y'all want me to talk about? No. Get up there, have an agenda, have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Know what you want to talk about, and then know tonality. Watch this. The other thing, too, is that you want to get used to hearing yourself. You want to get used to hearing yourself, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? You want to get used to seeing yourself, And so, yeah, y'all. So guess what, y'all? Tomorrow night, I'm not going to be on tomorrow during the day. I have another special guest, another special celebrity guest. You all seen him on Def Comedy Jam. He's been on Apollo. He's been everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? And he's just making us laugh. And I want you to look out for the templates. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow night at 6 p.m., we'll be interviewing this brother. And y'all don't want to miss it. Please do me a favor. Share this. We're going to have tons of laughs tomorrow night, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And so again, like I said, we'll be bringing you some celebrities and stuff like that. Thank God for my reliable sources and stuff like that. Things happen in the spontaneity. I have stuff set up for February. But y'all, this is the last day of January, and it's happened already, like before February have come in. And I'm so very, very grateful to that, y'all. Listen, we're about to land the plane, but I want to just acknowledge again, Deborah, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? I see BC Play. Good to see that, Steve. You know what I'm saying? My boy Hamed, Dave Quiones. You know what I'm saying? Was that Bronze? Yeah, Bronze. Good to see you. Good to see Antonio. Good to see you. Steve, again, you're there. Good to see everybody. I'm so happy to see y'all. I'm so, and all of you who are in our chat, good to see y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Good to see everybody who's on the business line. We have plenty of people on the business line. I say about good to see y'all. I appreciate all of y'all, you know what I'm saying, for coming in today. Listen, can you, no, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. I was going to say, listen, do me a favor, go right here, manifestthoughts888@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Send me a nice little message and let us know that we've been doing good so far and you've been enjoying, you know what I'm saying, our content and our platform so far this year, because new things have been taking place and it's blowing my mind, y'all. And I don't even know how I can, really contain myself, but I'm grateful to it. Listen, y'all, this is your boy Donald Francis, and thank y'all for coming on. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow night, but tomorrow morning, we're not going to be on, but tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. All right, 6 p.m. Look out for the thumbnail today. All right, and you'll see. Please share with your mama, your grandpa, you know what I'm saying, your sons, your daughters, everybody. We're going to have a great, great time with this surprise celebrity. All right. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know sometimes I'll count out. But I'm going to just say good night to y'all. And today, have a wonderful day. Please take the information that you've learned, do something with it, and let me know how it's worked for you. All right, y'all? And until then, I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. with my homie, my dude. All right? We send it up right now. Talk to y'all and love y'all. Peace. Peace.